Hi everyone. I hope you're having a good week and that you had a good weekend. Right away, I need to tell you that the landlord and her assistant people are coming by to change the smoke detector batteries, so I'm not sure when they will be showing up, but hopefully that won't be for a little bit. Okay, so over the last week, or I guess on Friday, I went to a company party for someone, and it was bowling. And I'm happy to say that I won for my team. I got like 132. But in the process, I don't know if you can see, but I broke a lot of nails on this hand. And then the other day, I bit this one. So they're still kind of long, but they're pretty short. Like, my thumbs haven't been this short in a while. So the first thing I need to do, I've removed all my polish, and I have a little bit of, or I removed what was left of my polish, and I have a little bit of cuticle oil on. But I'm just going to make my nails even and, kind of buff them up and sand them down a little bit. And then I'm going to maybe see if I could wear some of these imPRESS nails, and I've shown them to you a while ago. I love them, but they're only good for when my nails are short, so I'm not sure if they will fit right now, or if my nails will be too long. I'm not sure, so we're going to make them pretty first, and then we will look and see. So, first thing I do, I try to find any pieces of nail which are sticking out, or, like those little pieces of skin that stick out from the side of your nail. Oh yeah, that one really got cracked. So while we were bowling, the boss, his wife, was on my team, and it was funny because she's very competitive. I am not super competitive. I just, like to have fun. I'm competitive, I guess, when I need to be, if that makes sense. But, so, everyone was like, oh, do you bowl? And I said, well, I haven't bowled in a long time, but, like, my dad used to take me when we were little. And then I proceeded to get, like, 4 strikes in a row at one point. So, I could tell that the boss's wife was getting a little upset. I don't really care, though, because, like, I wasn't trying to compete with her or anything. That's her own problem that she was getting so worked up, but I just thought that was funny. So I ended up beating her by, like, 30-some points, which I thought was funny because she took it so seriously the whole time. I'll push that away because I don't think you want to see that. If you think this is gross, or if you don't find this relaxing, then please, by all means, wait and skip ahead to the end of this video where I will be putting on these nails, hopefully. I did buy some nice new blue polish, which I showed in a haul, H-A-U-L, video the other day, but I don't know if, I feel like my nails are too short right now, so I'll put these on while I let them grow back out. The other thing is, you might hear my heat come on. hopefully it won't be too loud. I do have some good news though. So the thing I've been so busy working on recently, I think has finally worked out, and I can be done with it and move on to the next part of my life, or at least in school, and then I will be finished. So, very happy about that. I wonder if any of you have started Christmas shopping yet. I've bought a few things. I've gotten all my boyfriend's stuff, and I made those ornaments, as you know, for my mom, who, of course, I was talking to her yesterday, and she made some comment about ornaments and having too many ornaments, so I'm just gonna have to convince her to use mine instead. But then I got some movies for my dad, and I still have to get some stuff for my sister. She's really hard to buy for. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and buff a little bit. Sorry if you can't see very well. This is just to even out any ridges in my nails and make them smooth. Normally, if I was going to wear polish, I have like a post-trauma kind of polish that you put on, which can fill in those spots, but if I'm going to be wearing these imPRESS things, you can't have anything on your nail, or they won't stick. And then I buff them, make them shiny. They feel pretty smooth. Okay. One thing about wearing polish is that sometimes I have a bad habit of picking at it when I shouldn't, and so it damages my nail a little bit because it pulls up a little bit of the nail underneath and leaves little ridges, which I have to smooth, but okay. Then I just take my little brush here and get all the extra off. I think this is really supposed to be for your feet, maybe, but I use it on my hands instead. Whoops. Okay. Now I need to, sorry if you can see where I have filed my nail, or where I've buffed them, but sorry. So So now I need to file them a little. Try to do that so you can see it. I like usually my nails to be like a more flattened square shape with like rounded edges, which works especially for these imPRESS nails, because if they're too pointy they stick out and you can see where your nail is not even with the with these. So typically your nail should either be so short that you can't see your nail sticking out underneath, or maybe long enough that they end up flush with this underneath. Or what I do sometimes is to paint the part of my nail that sticks out the same color as this so you can't tell. But usually that's not a big problem. I like to get underneath the pointy parts of my nail, like where they start to curve back towards your skin, because I hate that feeling. It's kind of a good thing that I'm making these all the same size, because it's annoying to, when my nails are growing, to have some that are really long and some that are really short. So I guess this will give them a good chance to grow at the same rate. Okay. Most of these are pretty flat already. Oh, that one is ugly. Hold on. Okay. Normally when I do this, I would have my nail like flat on the table, but since I'm at a weird angle, I don't think you guys would be able to see that, so just bear with me. This one was the first nail I cracked. Okay, so that's it for that hand. Oh gosh, they're really short. And my toes are falling asleep. Okay. Okay. So then, brush them off again. And then I like to take a small file and just go under my nails and get any of the part that I filed off that might be still hanging underneath, to get it to come out so it's not jagged or anything. Sometimes the extra likes to hang out under there. Oh man, my legs are really asleep. Okay. So now that I've done this, normally what I would do is to go and wash my hands, or use some rubbing alcohol on my nails just to get them completely clean. But this kit actually comes with its own little alcohol pad thing, so I'll just use that. Okay. The other thing is, when you put these on, you want to make sure you don't have any like broken pieces of nail or anything sticking out, or it could be pretty painful if you get the adhesive stuck. Okay, so let me move this nasty thing. Okay, so the best way I have found to do this, first let me look. I'm not sure. Some I have used already, I'm not sure which. So they come in a little bottle like this, and you twist off the top and then open it. So let's see. Looks like I've used this one before, but maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And it comes with... Yeah, I think I've already used this, so there might not be enough that fit my nails. But so what I do first is I like to fit them before I try to do them. And if you can see in this picture, you put the tab side at your cuticle. So like right now, I'm going to measure this, and as you can see, this one is too wide for my nail. But the good part is when I'm looking underneath, it doesn't stick out so that you can see my nail. But I'm going to put that aside. This one actually fits, it feels like. Does it? It's the only tricky part about these is finding the ones that fit. So, yeah, okay, so to me, I'm pretty sure these are the same nail, and the other one looked too big, and this one looked too small, but let's see. Oh, this is the worst part. Finding the ones that match. What is the difference in that one and that one? Okay, so those two are too big, so I put these away so I don't get them mixed up again. Does this one fit? No. I'm kind of amazed right now that these are fitting. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get to the end and then, let me see, maybe I shouldn't even waste my time with this. Yeah, it doesn't look like this is going to work because I'm missing the pinky nails. So a lot of these sometimes will fit, and then the pinky nails, there's only one size that fits me. But maybe I have these animal print ones too, so maybe I'll do these, and then like the red ones that I haven't used, and I'll do the accent nail. I don't think I've used that one either. I'll do the accent nail with one of these. So what do you think? Should I do all of this with an accent nail like that, or should I do all reds with, it looks like this. So this one is animal print with some, like, you probably can't see it, but some very fine glitter in it. And then this one is a silver crackle. So let's see. This with the animal print or this with the crackle. I'm trying to decide. I think I like it with the animal print for right now. I think I'm feeling that more. So I'm going to put the crackle ones away. So then for my accent nail, I gotta figure out which ones fit this finger. Which might not be any of them, but we will see. Sometimes they feel like they fit, like this one right now feels like it might fit, but there's probably another one that will fit better. Like that one. Although this is pretty short, so it's probably not meant for that particular nail. Nope, that one's too big. Too big. Are these for the pinkies? Probably for the pinkies. This one seems to fit. Does it fit? No, that's a different. Feels like a different size. Okay, so I'll save these because they might work, and let me keep looking. Okay, so like that I think is probably better because it's longer. Yeah, okay, so put those away. Too big. Too big. This part is so annoying. Too big. Where was that original one? No, wait. That one's too big. That works. That works. It's weird. It's like my nail beds are two different sizes, but I think that looks right. We'll save these and then we will look with the other nails. So then you get one of these imPRESS prep pads, but we will use that in a minute. So this one I have never used before. So you see it comes with the 5 on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and start seeing if this, oh well I don't need that finger, if this fits my nail. So that one fits the middle. Yeah, so this will be my middle nail. So what I do is in order of my hand, like where it will be. So this one's the middle nail. I'm going to put it upside down right there because that's the middle nail. Let me find its match. It's always good to compare this with another one because sometimes they look the same, but they're not. So you don't want to be trying to figure it out when you've already got the nail on. I think that one's too wide. Like I said, this is the most frustrating part. Well, I know these will be too big. Too big. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is find the right size and then I'll be back, okay? Okay, guys, I'm back. So after all of that, I couldn't use the ones with the glitter in them for the accent nail, so I'm going to have to use the crackle ones because they didn't have the right size for the one I wanted. Okay, so what I do is before I even clean my nails, I work from well, let me back up. First, I'm going to take off the plastics on each one of these nails. So I've laid them out, as you can see, in the order they're going to go on, with the tab side out for the hand that it's going to go on. So then they have these little tabs and they stick really hard. So if you're going to use these, you should pull off the tab first, because it only gets more difficult as you go on. So I pull off the tabs, I sit them how they're going to go on so I don't forget. They are extremely adhesive. And I have the tweezers because sometimes if you forget and you start to put them on before you peel them off, you're going to need it to peel them off so you don't mess up the nail that you've already done. It also tells you on the instructions that when you're putting them on, you should work from your outside, like your pinky, to the inside, because you use your thumb to push the nails. So okay, so that's for the right hand, and it's important that you keep them turned so that you know where the tab was, because that's the part that goes at your cuticle. You also, it's important to get ones that fit. Oh no, part of it tore off. It's important to get ones, pick ones that fit correctly, because if you don't, they're very adhesive and you might be in pain if you try to force one onto your nail that is not the right size. So if one is too big, definitely keep trying to look through and find the one that's a little smaller, because it'll stick to your nail as opposed to sticking to your skin. I'm having issues with pieces of this plastic is breaking off and not coming off of the adhesive. Hold on. Yeah, that's the other thing. Make sure the plastic comes all the way off of the adhesive part, because if I had just tried to put this on my nail just now, it would have really aggravated me. Oh, come on. Okay. So then I saw there was some stuck to this one. I'm really glad I noticed that. That would have aggravated me to no end. Okay, this is going to be the longest video ever. Another thing is some of them have this little sharp edge on the end, but you can smooth that off if you want. Oh. Okay. And don't be a fool like me and blow on all of them. Two more. Well, that's good. It just cracked. So part of this nail at the back just cracked a little, but I don't think you'll be able to. Oops. I don't think you'll be able to see it. I'm just having issues. Good God. Okay. If you do get them turned around like me and you need help figuring out how to put them correctly again, the way you can tell where the cuticle part is because the glue is closer to the bottom. I'm not sure where that barking's coming from. There's not supposed to be dogs. Okay, so now you take this little wipe. These are all in other languages, but I'm pretty sure what you're supposed to do is just to clean each nail with the wipe to make sure there's no debris on your fingernails. It's like an alcohol wipe. You can smell it too, it's really strong. And then I let that dry for a minute. It did have the cuticle oil on, so I want to be careful to get that all off. Okay. Okay, so now they've dried. So now I'm going to take this very carefully and I try to get it positioned at the bottom first into my cuticle before I push it down. And then you push. I make sure to pull my skin away from the sides. You just push that all around. And then it looks like that. So then this one, I'm going to position it in your cuticle. Make sure it's straight. And then push down. And this one looks like that. That was one thing I've learned about using these is to when you position it on your cuticle first, like at an angle, it's easier to lay it down straight. So, okay, so like this nail, this middle one I did, was really short underneath, so a little of the adhesive is on my skin, but that's okay. It's not very much, and I can't really feel it that much. The only thing is, though, since a little bit is sticking out, it'll get dirty under there, so I have to keep it clean. Oop. And try not to, when you're putting them on, try not to touch the adhesive too much with your bare hands, because it might not make it as sticky. Okay, so you mash them in real good, and you will find while you're wearing these that you're going to be like pushing on them a lot, but I guarantee you that they will stay on a long, long time. I was amazed when the first time when I used these at how long they last, because I think it says that they last, up to, last up to a week, but for me, I was finding they were lasting like 3 weeks, and that was because I was like very careful not to hit them on stuff too much, but they don't come loose. I've seen reviews by other people that they didn't stay on, but I'm not really sure how that happened, because if you follow the instructions and you push them on really well, and then in general you just don't beat them up too much, they're fine. Like, you can wash your hands with this and everything. So, okay, so that's one hand done. Now for the other hand, you start at the pinky. This one's always a little harder because I have the nails on this hand. I should have left the thumb off, but I wasn't paying attention. But if you put these on, leave the thumbs off until last. It makes it a lot harder when you do it like that. And once you have like put it where you want it, it's not going anywhere, so you can't really adjust it or anything. I hear voices, so it's possible that my landlord people are here. But if that happens, I'll just cut the camera off. Yeah, and this one was a little cracked at the back, so I'll probably put just a tiny little dot of a clear coat on there to help it so that water and stuff doesn't get underneath. The other thing I like about these nails is that they look incredibly real. Like, I was surprised at how real they look, so that's why it's important that your nail underneath is the right length, because right now I don't have any sticking out from underneath really that you can see, except for in one spot, and it's not very noticeable. And then the last one, the thumb. So, with the exception of this thumb, like you can see my nail a little bit. I'll probably just paint that, and then you won't see it. So, these are the finished nails. They're very comfortable. You can tap with them. You can pretty much do anything with them. Just, try to be careful. Don't bash them around too much. But other than that, they last a really long time, and I've, not really had any complaints. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.